How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here, and we're reacting to another episode of Charmed. This is episode number 19 for season 1. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We're on the final few episodes of this first season. So yeah, we'll be starting with season 2 pretty shortly, and it has me really excited because I have really grown attached to this show. So yeah, I'm excited to see what we have in store for these final bunch of episodes. These final bunch of episodes that you can really count on one hand. So yeah, but last time was not too bad. I would say that episode 17 was a lot more enjoyable than episode 18 was, but it was still pretty neat stuff, especially with the focus on Prue. So yeah, but yeah, I know there were there was quite the sentiment that it wasn't particularly a fan favorite, but it was still not bad to go through. So yeah, but why don't we get into this episode of Charmed? This is episode number 19 of season 1. Let's go.
David, no!
What the shh? Oh no, he's just... Oh no.
I could have saved him. Prue, don't go there.
Prue.
No, I was just so surprised, and I looked down at my hand, and it was the first time you channeled your power through your hands. Give yourself a break.
Ah, so that's why it looks
Your power's
different.
growing. Yeah, I just hope no one saw me. I forgot about the appraisal.
It's okay,
Important
just go.
things
Phoebe and I
came
can
up,
look into it,
Claire.
and we'll call you if we find anything.
Are you sure?
Don't you just hate cell phones? Always out of range.
Oh no. Especially back in those times, bad signals. Oh no. Oh my.
I can't see. Why can't I see? Mom?
This is messed up.
Look at him. He's all the corroborating evidence I need.
Security?
Prue, be smart. Work with me. I'm going to break this story one way or the other. And when I do, I can either make you sound like Wonder Woman or the devil incarnate.
Or maybe she just doesn't want to have her story told. Why can't you just not respect that, Vulture?
We're kidnapped from the same park that you were. Maybe by the same monsters that took you.
She only just wants to help out, and this is a, you know...
It's alright, Lucy.
Yeah, there we go. Doesn't want to feel guilty, understandably.
You, believe my story about the monsters?
Oh.
I don't know. But I remember them saying something about auras.
Auras. So is this allowing them to, I guess, deepen their perception, if that makes sense? To see auras.
Action in the park, Trudeau. She waved her hands and magically suspended the David Hatcher kid and his kidnapper in midair. It was...
And this is all, and
Very cool.
the timing
Just wish I
is
had
just
camera.
impeccable because he's
Care to comment?
No.
piss off.
Okay, I'll just change my story to a police cover-up instead.
I'm not covering up anything.
This guy's a weasel.
You're not talking about that, are you?
Ew.
What are you talking about?
My leaving.
Leaving?
Oh
Yeah,
my
for the job,
god.
but it is this. I mean, it's not exactly my dream job, but no, it's a good opportunity. Look, my point is, if I thought we had...
Why are we doing Piper dirty like this?
All just happening a little too fast. If I ask you to stay, then we're a couple, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to be a couple. But if I tell you to leave, and we could have been a good couple, then I'll never know if we. I need more time.
She's in a dilemma.
Lots of time.
Yeah.
How can you tell?
I can hear it in your voice. I can see it in my mind.
Oh, is this the past? Can you sense that?
What's the matter? Are you okay?
Hey, do you have a map?
Oh, that was so stupid.
No, I actually do have a map of that area. It's over here.
I love how delicate Phoebe is being,
What are we looking for?
given
exactly?
the sad circumstances
I don't know,
that Brent
cable
went
car
through.
turnaround maybe, or the...
Careful with these monsters.
Don't worry. I will.
I don't know if it is the hair and certain mannerisms, but he is giving me, you know, Charlie Cox vibes. But that was nice, and like I said, I love how delicate Phoebe is being.
There's nothing Loman won't do to get this story. Watch your back.
Andy,
Oh,
thanks.
ah, damn it, so close. So close. He is on the final stretch. You just know it.
Danced around the truth. It just doesn't feel right anymore.
Oh, wait. Was this planned?
Where is the mother?
This was planted.
Oh, God.
Son of a bitch.
Since when did the Johnsons get a baby? That damn reporter. Look.
Yeah. They're not gonna... Wait. Is he gonna... pick up some inaccuracy? Yes!
Person on left shoulder. What I really want now from you is a tell-all exclusive. All right? I like the book. We can share the movie rights, foreign sales,
What?
distribution.
What a piece of shit. He is a bloody vulture.
Wait out front until you're ready to talk.
What are we gonna do?
All right, look.
Kill
I'll
him.
stay here and finish the potions. You guys go try and find.
Nobody
the
could know my
spice.
secret.
Just keep on freezing those Grimlocks, okay? Oops, busted.
Nice try.
Oh, this...
You did that, didn't you? I know you did that.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it. Exactly, you can't.
Oh my god! Oh god!
Piper, I'll get help.
I feel like I should be cackling.
Terrific. Let's go.
This guy makes... This guy makes me want to strangle him.
What is he doing here?
Making my career.
I didn't have a choice. Where's Piper?
She's into the
That camera's definitely gonna get
Stay
destroyed,
here,
though.
alright, it's too... Nice.
Really? You're not gonna put up a fight, coward? Shit!
By a strange kind of...
Like, I shouldn't be rooting for, the Grim, yeah, but... That camera needs to be destroyed.
You okay?
How did you do that?
Thanks.
Let's go.
So what Loman saw you do was true.
Oh my god!
Look, Andy, will you please just get her out of here?
Bro, I'm not leaving the two of you alone.
Do I have to use my power on you?
I'll meet you up on the street.
wise decision.
You'll be okay.
Holy damn. Ah! The camera is destroyed. Great. I think that I was gonna say that I think there was still a little bit in the jar that they threw on the first guy. Or is Andy gonna come in for clutch? All that!
Anything for a story. It's too bad. Yeah, it's a real shame.
You don't really expect me to believe all this, do you? For now.
How the turntables, right? He's still trying to digest everything as well at the same time.
Hi.
Where's your dog?
He's, retired.
You can
I was
see.
wondering if
But how did
them
that...
dying meant
I don't know.
Red
I
could
mean, you
see.
tell me. I mean, someone wants to slay those monsters. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, my heart. I love this.
Although it's still sinking in.
Where do we go from here?
It's a big question.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. For now, Andy's just got to deal with the bloody tabloids. Ugh, the press. Everyone. Ugh. Oh, man. I think Andy is handling this a lot better than the first time, though, which is good. There doesn't seem to be any discomfort. I mean, obviously, you're going to still try to digest all of this. I mean, it's so surreal to kind of absorb the fact that, hey, the person that I used to date has these abilities that don't reside with the norm, I guess, of human nature, I guess. So it is going to be a lot to take in, and not just that, though, but with Andy being very, very inquisitive, especially as of recent about Prue and what the heck is going on, you know, it's going to be very, very overwhelming with the fact that Prue has been hiding this from him. But obviously she has her reasons, and not just that, though, but it's not just the fact of preserving your loved ones and all of that, but also first time it happened, Andy, yeah, it could have gone a lot better, although I think Andy needed a bit more time to digest everything and then come to terms of accepting Prue's abilities, whereas right now it seems like Andy is in a bit of a better area, so you know, it's looking good. We'll see what happens next time, but I mean, look, it was only a matter of time before Andy did find out. And to be fair, I would have thought he would have found out on the final episode of the season. So, not far off, but it will be very interesting to see where we do go from here. But, wow. I think this episode, definitely in my mind, was a bit of a nice step up from last week's. Especially with the threat of the sisters and their identities being out in the open, and then you had that bloody vulturous reporter who was just so obsessed with, well, he wasn't even looking out for the sisters. That's why he was so fucking obsessive, and yeah, so but there was quite a few things that worked really, really well with this episode for me. So yeah, I really thought that there was some really great moments with this episode, and I am just really, really happy that Andy is now in on the know. So like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see where things go for future episodes, because that has been a bit of a crutch in regards to their relationship, Andy and Prue's relationship, even like obviously post them trying to resume things romantically. Andy has always suspected that Prue has hidden something, and it's kind of been it's kind of been a wedge between them, hasn't it? So now that is cleared, things should be a lot more, I'd say, calmer between the pair. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see where things go with them two. But yeah, and you know, poor Morris, he's the only one now who out of everyone that we kind of know so well, he's the only one who's just like, well, I want to know what the heck's going on. So yeah, but his day might come one day. Who knows? No, there was some very interesting elements with this episode. I really loved the Grimlocks. Very terrifying with them killing, of course, children, and then using their abilities of sight to kill people, especially with that aura. So yeah, they were very, very interesting. Although I did like the aspect that, you know, we didn't, it's odd because they're kidnapping, but we didn't hate them as much as the bloody reporter, because he was a bloody vulture. Like, I didn't really feel anything when he died, because it's like there's no likable traits. I'm not gonna lose sleep at night, because yeah, he just got too over his head. So and this is it, though. Like, he wasn't equipped for this shit, but he decided he wanted clout anyways, so he's gonna go in and risk his life, which happened. Like, his life was lost, so it's like, well, his fault, really. So, yeah, every time he tried to set up the sisters in regards to showcasing their abilities, it was just so infuriating. You wanted to strangle him. He was a pest. So yeah, like I said, I don't really feel much for him just dying. I mean, he got it way in over his head, and he was just an annoyance. He was a boil, basically. Yeah, very, very irritating. So I just really, really despised him so much in this episode. So much so that the Grimlocks and how antagonistic they were was nothing compared to the bloody reporter, funnily enough. But you know what? Sometimes people can be the worst kind of monsters as well. So, like, you know, no, he was just a really, really annoying factor. So, yeah. And there was even a lack of remorse when everyone was when I think it was Andy was reflecting on him going way in over his head and getting himself killed. I mean, he was harassing the girls, so yeah, all for clout, really, all to benefit him. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really interesting with the whole secrecy situation with this episode with the sisters. Of course, obviously there is that understandable factor about keeping the side of you being a witch. Yeah, there is that very decisive role in terms of, you know, protecting your loved ones and protecting yourselves as well. Because, I mean, they even brought it up in this episode. If the world found out that we were witches, then we would basically have to keep traveling because everyone would be after our backs. But obviously, there is that idea of not telling Andy because of the fact, or anyone else really who's out of the loop in terms of the whole supernatural element of things. There is that idea about protecting your loved ones, because I mean, you look back to your superhero stuff and that's always a factor, isn't it? Like, my loved ones would be in danger, they would be a target because these antagonistic forces, they will go after them and use them as leverage, really. So yeah, but it was really, really great for them to pick upon the importance of the whole secrecy thing. Even David was mesmerized because he saw Prue use her abilities. And, you know, I'd say a kid has a lot more, I guess, unreliability when it comes to, hey, I saw Prue do this, because, you know, kids will be kids, won't they? They have a really, really great imaginative range. So, yeah, and like it is easy for the adults to kind of dismiss children when it comes to something as absurd as, you know, Prue used her abilities, etc. So, yeah, but with this reporter, like, he was just so, like, well, he had his camera and he was like, hey, there's a bit of inconsistency with Piper's bag. So it was on one shoulder 1 second and then literally the next. So as well as the fact that he was trying to get Prue's confession on tape, but you just knew that camera was not going to make it out of this episode. But funnily enough, neither did the reporter. So yeah, but no, it was really, really great to explore that area of things as well, in terms of the whole identity secrecy bit. So yeah, but Also, there was a little bit of a note that Prue's abilities were expanding because now she's able to channel her abilities with her hands. I mean, we have seen her close her eyes for that focus and then her using those abilities, but now, yeah, we have progress. So I was wondering what the heck was happening there when you had that Grimlock just frozen, because I thought it was the Grimlock, especially with the eyes, like how it was playing up. So I was thinking, is this the Grimlock just trying to level the playing field, I guess, against Prue? But no, our girls are improving, so yee. But yeah, I also want to talk about Phoebe, and as well as a bit of Piper as well. I just feel so bad for Piper. Like, this episode really used Piper as a punchback. Like, because of the fact that she was put on the spot in regards to Josh's moving away. So that's another bummer, because Piper did bring about the fact that her partners have not, like, she's just, it's only been one season and she's had a tremendous amount of bad luck with her partners. So I do feel like they're setting up for a Leo return, though, especially with the fact that she brought up about how she can't stop thinking about Leo, and I feel like Josh was a temporary partner to kind of fill the void before Leo does return. So I feel like they are setting things up about for Leo to come back. Because and it's not just that, though, but I've said it quite a few times already that there is so much importance for Leo's character to be divulged. So yeah, it would be a crying shame with him being a white lighter that he would not be able to return. So I feel like we are probably setting things up for him to return. Maybe the finale, maybe beginning of season 2, we'll just have to wait and see. But I definitely do feel like there is some bit of setup. But it wasn't just, you know, Josh departing and proving Piper's point that, you know, you just felt so bad for. But she got really banged up in that final confrontation against the Grimlock. So yeah, can we stop hurting Piper, please? But I also really loved Phoebe's inclusion as well, like, especially with how comforting she was with Brent. Like, I really loved the conversations with Brent and Phoebe in this episode. Like, there was that very delicate nature that Phoebe presented to him, and I gotta say, I really, like, I could just imagine how overwhelmed and happy Brent was when he finally, when he got his vision back. I was thinking when David and the other kid got their vision back, would Brent be included, since, yeah, he was involved 20 years prior, so... and thankfully he did. But there was some really nice discussions. Like, there was a nice sympathetic connection between Phoebe and Brent. So I really did like that dynamic so much. So yeah, but no, overall this was a pretty neat episode, and yeah, I just really loved how things played out with Andy finally knowing. It's so satisfying. I mean, we already did get that reveal the first time around, but now this is, like, I guess there's no shenanigans that's gonna make Andy forget about the fact that he knows about the truth. It's fully out there. It's going to be very interesting to see where things go in the future. So yeah, but it was really great with the Grimlock, with Lohman, who was an absolute asshole, and I don't think he had any, like, I can just imagine that when this episode aired, you know, he's not going to have any supporters whatsoever. He was a prick. He was obsessed, and he just wouldn't leave well enough alone. So karma really is a bitch, isn't it? So yeah, not to side with the bloody Grimlocks, because they're bloody, well, A, creepy, B, picking on people for no reason, and then C, you got them, the obvious, them being kidnappers. But I think if we were to decide who we take more, it would definitely be the reporter. So yeah, he definitely did feel like he was oddly the more antagonistic force in this episode, funnily enough. So yeah, but it was really great stuff this episode. So yeah. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.